What's up, everybody? John Maher with Why We Love Horror Trivia, wearing my work shirt, so hopefully I don't get in trouble for doing that. I should have changed. Anyway, I'm John Maher. That's Aaron Brooks. Aaron, what's going on?
I, too, am wearing my work shirt. It has palm trees on it because I am not working right now. Paternity leave.
This is going to be the first annual Ryan Sandberg Memorial Why We Love Horror Trivia match.
Yes.
For baseball fans out there. What do you think of this match we got today, Aaron?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask me what I thought about Ryan Sandberg. So about this match, I'm excited because this is, the bottom half of the league here. These are guys who are on the upswing after a win here. So I think whoever comes out of this match with a win is going to feel a lot more confident about themselves if they're not feeling confident already. And whoever loses, there's not much to lose at this point. You're kind of towards the bottom. So it's nice to come into a trivia match with less pressure, at least. I like matches where I have less pressure. So let me stop projecting here. And
you said confidence and he appeared.
Yes.
Jacob Cameron, what's up?
Hello. It's good to be back in singles for the first time in a while. Teaming with Eric has really taught me a few things. So I'm looking forward to seeing what I can do. Because the last time I was in a single, I think it was with someone that we don't talk about anymore. I could be wrong.
That's your fault.
Yeah, we still talk about him. He's not welcome here.
There's only so many times I can apologize.
Yeah, that's all right. That's okay. Well, your opponent, though, he wants to beat you. I know he does. I can tell by looking at him. He's psyched to beat you. Yes. It's Alec Miller. What's going on, Alec?
I'm good, man. Just here to have some fun, answer some questions. So, hell yeah. What's up,
all
man?
right. While you're doing that, Aaron's going to ask you a question while I pick my board up off the floor.
That's right. All right. And this is no longer a speed round again, so we just don't have to number your boards. First question here in the category.
No, I was saying interview him for a second.
Oh.
I have to throw up the whole graphic.
My bad. I was all confused.
We didn't change that.
Alec, how are you? Yeah, my bad. I was like, he'll get to the questions. The questions about you, which we're gonna edit all this out. So here we go.
Maybe I'll do the whole. I'll do the whole.
We're gonna do the multiplex thing.
I'm gonna do the Cody thing and just leave all this awkward bullshit,
all this stuff
including me going 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna leave all that in, but I will put in a clip to make fun of players in the match. No problem.
Yes.
Anyway, round number 1.
Certain players. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I'm leaving that.
All right, Alec, how are you feeling about this match tonight?
I'm looking forward to it, having a good time. Just like I said, here to answer some questions. You might hear iCarly on in the background. That's just my son watching it on.
That's hard.
That's a good cheating cover. It's my daughter's, match, and my wife Googling things while watching.
Yes.
Why is iCarly yelling the answers across?
Yeah, why is it going through all the Best Picture winners?
You don't actually know this, but they're known for their horror trivia from the show. I did know that. So excited to see what happens here. So John, we ready to go here?
We are. Round 1 is the whiteboard round. Both these guys gave me 4 categories. I wrote 8 questions. I'm going to ask a question. Aaron will ask a question. We'll go back and forth. But between the questions, you get 15 seconds to answer each question. You don't have to number your boards anymore. After 15 seconds are up, I'll say put your pens down. Everybody's going to show me their answer. They'll state their answer aloud. If you get it right, you get a point. You get it wrong, don't worry about it. It's okay. For the duration of the match, 3 repeats in a challenge. And if you get all 8 of these questions right, there's a 9th bonus question. Any questions before we get started?
Nope.
So let's start with a good old Evil Dead true or false question. True or false? If you include uncredited voice work, Bruce Campbell appears in all 5 Evil Dead movies. It's a good question. Is John fucking with us?
Yeah.
Is he not fucking with us? I don't know.
Yeah, I've watched these movies recently for the 5th or 6th time.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We will go to Alec first. What do you think? True or false? You're muted.
You're muted.
I completely just blanked on anything.
All right, Jacob.
I said true.
True. He's actually one of the priests on the recording in the 5th movie, and he appears in the end of the credits in the 4th movie. So he's in all. He says groovy. He is in all 5 movies. Aaron.
All right. Question number 2 in Hellraiser. Name any other configuration the puzzle box takes besides the Lament configuration in 2022's Hellraiser. This is a good movie. Kind of wish they would have made more, but they gave up.
David Bruckner did a good job.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Right?
Full stop.
Little addiction story with my pleasure. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, over to Jacob here.
I said a prism.
Okay, and Alec?
I just had pleasure.
All right. Both incorrect. Our answers would have been Lore, Lauderant, Lamino, Lazarus, and Leviathan.
Leviathan.
Wow, just could not started that one too early. Leviathan.
Your third question. In James Wan directed, what is Zepp's job at the hospital in Saw? What does that guy do for work?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite line deliveries in the movie. There's so many good line deliveries in the first Saw because they're all terrible actors. Like they really are. But even though they're good actors in this movie, they're just not. And then Lee Winnell.
Yeah, Danny Glover, not Danny Glover in Saw. 5, 4, 3, 2.
And not Will Ferrell, aka Carrie Elwes.
Alec, what do you got?
I thought he was an orderly.
And Jacob.
I said he was a nurse.
He's an orderly. That's exactly what he is.
That damn.
Tie it up at 1 apiece. Terrence Fisher, who plays the titular role in 1959's The Mummy. I haven't seen this version of The Mummy yet. Every version I've seen, though, I've liked. I have not seen the newest version either.
Oh, you haven't seen the Jake Johnson, Tom Cruise vehicle?
The only thing I've seen from it is when the yelling is isolated. Have you ever heard when he's in the plane and they isolate his yelling audio? It's very funny. I'll send it to you.
I have to see
4, 3, 2, 1. Shout out to Anna de Armas. Jacob Ryan.
Christopher Lee.
Alec.
It
is Christopher Lee.
Your fifth question in the decade of the 2010s. How many people are in Rocky's break-in crew in Don't Breathe?
Yeah, so the part I'm talking about is when he's in the plane and the mummy when it's going down, I guess. He's yelling a lot. He's and someone isolated just his audio and muted everything else. And it's one of the better videos of last
but I have to check that out.
15 years on the interwebs.
4, 3, 2, and 1. Alec, how many people in that crew?
With 3.
And Jacob?
3.
I don't know if you were in doubt, but 3 is the right answer this time. There's 3.
No, I was fairly sure.
Yeah, her, the dude, the overconfident dude, and the other dude.
Right, yes. All those memorable characters. Kyle Gallner here for question number 6. How does Laura, the girl that passes the curse on to Rose, kill herself in Smile? I don't like these movies, but I wish I did.
Parker Finn's going to keep trying to gain your trust.
They're very mean-spirited.
I mean, that's not what bothers me about them. He thinks they are. That's the thing. I've seen meaner. Sorry, I'm not a scared boy. 5, 4, brave boy.
Watch
3,
Martyrs.
2.
A repeat. That's a repeat.
Oh, okay. All right. From Alec. All right, and Kyle Gallner. How does Laura, the girl that passes the curse on to Rose, kill herself in Smile? Yeah, they're definitely mean. They definitely are mental health movies, but it's just feels very surface level for me. 5.
I think that's what I mean by mean. Is it's going for something, but
it's not quite hitting what it needs.
Yeah.
0. Jacob.
Carves her face with a knife.
All right, and Alec.
Yeah, but slits her throat.
It is slits her throat.
She does carve her face, but that doesn't kill her. She slits her throat to kill herself. So,
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. All tied up as we go into question 7.
Yep.
Cast listings. Bill Paxton, Lance Henriksen, and Adrian Pastar star in what 80s vampire film?
I was going to ask what your favorite 80s vampire movie is, but that's a terrible question to ask.
It's this movie.
Okay. Surprising.
This is my favorite 80s vampire movie.
Mine is one starring Nicolas Cage.
I can understand that.
It just
5, 4.
I ain't talking about Renfield.
2, 1. Pens down. Alec, what movie is this?
I put vampires.
And Jacob.
Movie exists called Near Dark, right?
This is Near Dark. That is correct.
Yes.
Oh,
Near Dark, a banger. Bill Paxton going full Bill Paxton.
Got a roller coaster of a first round here going into the 8th question. In directors, whose most recent film is 2022's Dark Glasses?
I am anticipating the answers to this one.
Why wouldn't this movie be called Sunglasses?
Because, well, there's a reason for it.
Oh.
I would say because...
Oh, I love when titles make sense after you watch a movie. That's always such a good feeling. It's just like, what a
well, I would say the person wearing them can't see the sun. 5.
I understand. 1. All right, Jacob.
Said Uwe Boll.
Oh, no. And Alec.
I don't know.
It's a fine director known as Dario Argenti.
Oh, really?
Dario
Oh,
Argento.
Dario Argento, yes.
Or Dario Argento.
And I would say the reason why it's called Dark Glasses is because the title was originally in Italian, and
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
And it just translates to Dark Glasses. But at the end of round 1, Jacob in the lead 4-3 as we go on to round number 2, which is the wheel round. All 8 of those categories are now in the wheel. Player in the lead can choose the order of play, so Jacob can decide who goes first and second. When it's your turn to spin, you spin the wheel. You land on a category. You can take it, or you can spin again, but then you have to take that category. Whenever you finally settle on a category, you get 5 2-point questions in that category. If you don't know the answer right away, you can opt to multiple choice. Question then becomes worth 1 point. Be careful, though. If you give me an incorrect answer, your opponent can steal for the current point value of the question. And if you want repeats of the options, we got them. All for you. Jacob, I'll bring in that wheel. We'll talk about what's on it. Categories in the wheel again: the Evil Dead franchise, the Hellraiser franchise, James Wan directed, Terrence Fisher directed in the 50s, the decade of the 2010s, Kyle Gallner acted, cast listings, and directors. Do you want to spin first or defer?
I'll defer.
All right, Alec, here's your first spin. And you get directors. Do you want to take that or spin again?
Let's spin again.
All right, the category you must take then. Almost Terrence Fisher, but James Wan. James Wan, that sounds fair. Aaron, there's no Scream questions in this. Do you want to read them?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I'll go with James Wan.
All right, here you go.
All right. First question in the category. In what British city does the Hodgson family live in The Conjuring 2?
Was there multiple choice in this round?
Yep, multiple choice for one if you'd like.
I think
multiple choice.
I don't know. I don't know.
All right. Multiple choice options are A, Liverpool, B, Manchester, C, London, D, Newcastle. Five, 4,
London?
3. London is correct for 1 point.
They're just basic British people in London.
Yep, they're basic English folks. London is correct.
They had like harsh accents. I almost went Liverpool, but
yep. Moving on to question number 2. Who plays Jamie's father, Edward, in Dead Silence?
this is one I gotta go back and rewatch. I haven't seen it in a while. I'll do multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Brian Cox, B, Bob Gunton, C, Phil Baker Hall, D, James Cromwell.
A, Brian Cox.
A is incorrect. Over to Jacob for the 1 point steal. A, Brian Cox, B, Bob Gunton, C, Phil Baker Hall, D, James Cromwell.
Let's go with D.
D is incorrect as well. It was B, Bob Gunton.
The old Bob Gunton, Philip Baker Hall gambit. They look alike. Which one is it? I don't know.
It's the one who. Oh, that's who Bob Gunton is. Now I know.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Question number 3. How many times has Joseph Bishara collaborated with James Wan on a horror film?
I'll go 3. Let's take a stab.
3 is incorrect for the 2-point steal. Jacob, how many times has Joseph Bishara collaborated with James Wan on a horror film?
Let's go one more. Let's go with 4 final.
That is also correct. The answer is 5. 5 times.
Should have gone 2.
And I don't have the list here. So, all right. Question number 4 in the category, penultimate. The opening scene of Insidious Chapter 2 takes place in what decade? Four, three.
70s.
That is incorrect over to Jacob for the 2-point steal. The opening scene of Insidious Chapter 2 takes place in what decade?
Let's go with the 80s final.
That is correct for the 2-point steal in the lead. All right, final question in the category. What time is Adam's deadline to kill Dr. Gordon in Saw? You're muted.
Multiple choice.
All right. Your options are A, 6 p.m., B, 7 p.m., C, 8 p.m., D, 9 p.m.
I'll go D, 9 p.m.
That is incorrect over to Jacob for the 1-point steal. A, 6 p.m., B, 7 p.m., D, 8 p.m., C, 8 p.m., D, 9 p.m.
Picturing that clock in that room. Let's go with 7 p.m.
That is also incorrect. The answer is 6 p.m.
All right. At the end of that half of the round, Jacob in the lead 6-4. We're going to bring the wheel back in. Jacob, here's your spin. And you're going to get a free respin. And you get directors. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
Yeah, I'll keep that.
All right. We'll get rid of this wheel altogether. I'll be asking you your questions in directors. Let me just pull up that folder. Here we go. Directors. Your first question. How many movies in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise were directed by Tobe Hooper?
2 final.
That is correct. Just the first 2. Your second question. Who directed The Substance?
Oh, man. Aaron, you're going to kill me for this, but multiple choice.
A. Julia Ducournau, B. Javier Gans, C. Coralie Farja, or D. Claire Denis?
It's C.
That is her name. Coralie Farja is correct.
I won't kill you.
Yeah. Speaking of French people, what's the feature-length directorial debut of Alexandre Bustillo and Julianne Moore?
Definitely multiple choice, please.
Is it A, Le Vide, B, Candisha, C, Inside, or D, Among the Living?
Let's go with C.
That was their first movie, Inside. Check it out if you haven't.
Watch all those movies.
Yeah, watch all of them, though. But Inside is a banger.
Mentally logging them.
Your penultimate question. Frank Henenlotter directed what horror comedy trilogy?
It's multiple choice.
A, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, B, Basket Case, C, It's Alive, or D, House?
Pretty sure it's D. Let's go with D.
D is incorrect. Alec, chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, B, Basket Case, C, It's Alive, or D, House?
I'll go Basket Case.
He directed all 3 Basket Case movies. And Jacob, your final question, very simply, who directed Cube?
Oh, that's that one I keep meaning to watch. Multiple choice.
A, Vincenzo Natali, B, Jaume Colette Serra, C, Johannes Roberts, or D, Alexandre Aja?
Let's go with A.
Vincenzo Natali directed Cube. That is correct. At the end of Jacob's portion of the round, he is still in the lead, 11-5. Mm-hmm. We are going to go on to, actually, first let me drop down that banner. And we'll go on to round number 3, which is the synopsis round. Before the match, both these guys chose 3 general synopsis categories out of the list I have. Side that's trailing gets to go first, and they'll choose from that pool. Once it's out of the pool, you can't pick it again, but you get a 2-point question. And then sides progress through 2, 3, and 5-point questions. If the lead ever changes hands or it's tied, control will switch to the other person, and they'll pick from the remaining categories. So, Alec, you are trailing, so we're going to go to you first. And the categories you can choose from, we got 1960s and earlier, the 2010s, horror comedies, monsters and other beasts, sci-fi horror, and supernatural. What would you like for a 2-point question?
Let's go monsters and other beasts for 2.
Monsters and other beasts for 2 points is this. A monster emerges from Seoul's Han River and begins attacking people. One victim's loving family does what it can to rescue her from its clutches. Name that movie.
The Host.
That is The Host. That is correct. So we're going to move on to your 3-point question. These are the remaining categories. What would you like?
Let's go Supernatural.
We're going to go to Supernatural for 3. Margot, a young woman who was abandoned by her mother as a baby, travels to a secluded Amish community with a documentary film crew seeking answers about her mother and extended family. Name that movie. Five, 4, 3.
Repeat.
That's your second repeat. Margot, a young woman who was abandoned by her mother as a baby, travels to a secluded Amish community with a documentary film crew seeking answers about her mother and extended family. Name that movie.
Just throw out The Last Exorcism.
That is incorrect. This is Paranormal Activity Next of Kin, the most recent. But we are still going to stick with you. The categories you have remaining for your 5-pointer are this. We have 1960s and earlier, the 2010s, horror comedies, and sci-fi horror. What would you like for a 5-pointer?
I'm going to go 2010s.
2010s. Here's your 5-pointer. A crew of coal miners becomes trapped 600 feet underground after a cave-in. As the air grows more toxic and time runs out, they descend into madness and turn on one another. Name that movie. Five, 4, 3.
Congrats, Jacob. I didn't have it.
Right. And your winner, Jacob Cameron. That movie is called Beneath. Beneath. So after that, we'll just drop Jacob backstage, talk to Alec really quick. Alec, after round 1, it was real close. I guess it's just the James won, maybe not so fresh in your memory, I guess.
Yeah. I have a couple movies I need to go back and rewatch maybe. And then we've been keeping kind of current on our watches lately, so I need to go back to some oldies but goodies.
Fair enough. Anybody else you're looking to play here?
No, man. Whoever is down to play me, have a good time.
Yeah, whenever we pull your card, you always show up. We appreciate you coming by, Alec, and we're see you next time. Next time your number's called, we're gonna see you.
Thank you.
We'll drop you backstage, bring in today's winner. Jacob, you did it without Eric. How do you feel?
Feels good. Feels very, very good. And like I said, Eric's taught me a lot. He's taught me some of his methods, and clearly it's paid off. I took some gambles on some ones that I have done, like strength-wise, that I've done in private, and I'm very proud of what I did today, and I'm looking forward to see who I play next.
Anybody you'd like to play next?
Well, I lost to Austin Pez Howell in singles, and Pez is a great player, but I think I can take him on.
All right. Well, we might be able to make that happen.
Oh, someone a lot of people are calling out. Good call out there.
All right. Well, I will look into that, Jacob, and we'll get back to you. But until next time, thank you for playing. Great job today. Aaron, some last words on this one.
Yeah, I mean, Alec did really well. Like, he hung in there. First round was back and forth. There was like 3 lead changes, I think, in the first round, or 4 maybe. Jacob just was always a little bit in front. He got a steal in the James Wan that ended up being pretty big. And then with directors, he did a good job of going to multiple choice when he needed to. And, then round 3 is going to round 3. You either know it or you don't. And there's no shame in not knowing these ones, especially when it's one of the 500 Conjuring movies.
Paranormal Activity. That being said, if you made this far in the video, like, comment, subscribe, share. Go to the Facebook group at Why We Love Horror. Go to the Letterboxd challenge. We'd love for you to join us. Yeah, and we do a show about it every week. But in that case, let's talk about those shows. Sunday, Why We Love Horror TV. Still talking about Dexter Resurrection. Mondays versus Tuesday, Why Liv Loves Horror. Wednesday, Aaron Unwinds. Thursday, the Why We Love Horror Letterboxd Challenge watch-along show. And Friday, 2 episodes of Why We Love Horror Trivia. You're watching it. Until next time, I'm John Maher. For Jacob Cameron, for Alec Miller, for my co-host, Aaron Brooks. This has been Why We Love Horror Trivia. We'll see you next week.
Game over.
I'll fucking kill you!